Okay, I thought I was filming, but I didn't. So I will have to do, I'll do this one up here, show you what I was doing, because I thought I was filming and I got that far, so I'll show you the beginning of it. So distress ink in pickled raspberry. Okay, so we just use our little tool here, and the lower leaves are going to be darker, so we want to go into them first and put it in the center here, and then drag out the color, making them a light pink like the other one. Okay, and we really want to get this center as dark as I can with the ink. I will be going over it with the colored pencils also. So then we just go in and pull out the color. And like I said in the other video that I didn't film, the little tool, see, is starting to fray up a bit from my usage. And not happy about that, but that's the way it goes. The other tool, the bigger ones, they don't tear up. I have one that's a little torn, but that was because I ripped it when I pulled it off the pad. And I will lightly go over the top ones up here and just bring out whatever ink is on here. The bottom ones, excuse me, are darker because they're underneath than the top ones, if I didn't say that already. And then we are taking the raspberry pencil, and we're going down and bringing it up on the lines and making the veins on the poinsettia. We want to get the shadow line in. And the darkness down here. And then I was bringing in a little bit of the sienna brown down here on the very bottom. Get that a little darker. I may go in there with a gray pencil too to get it darker even still. But that is what I'm doing. And then the center berries are kind of a bright yellow with some orange on them, so I'm going to get, let's see, a lemon yellow, and we're going to go ahead and brighten up these berries on here. Okay. And then we'll add a little orange into that. Trying to use Spanish orange. And then we'll use a little of the brown. And probably a little tiny bit of the red. I'll probably end up putting stickles on those a little later. And stickles, of course, there's a glue with glitter in it. You can use any kind of glitter glue that you have available to you. Stickles does dry flat, and other glitter glues actually are raised depending on the look you want. So what I'll do is just keep coloring these little guys in and darkening around the areas here. And I'll do the green leaves about the same. And just do the layers darkest on the bottom. Then the top I'll just go a little lighter and add a pink in there instead of the raspberry. So I'll use this like neon pink. And anywhere in here that I think it might look good, give it a little highlight. And I'll continue to work on these, and then I will show you what they look like when they're done. Literally, that's all I'll be doing, is darkening the bottom ones and then lightening the top ones. I will not go all the way to the edge on these because I want them to have a little bit of a white on the edge. Okay, we are going to take the pink. Nope, can't get that to focus. Okay, so 929. And we're going to do the same thing here and color it. Very lightly. So I'll just keep going back and forth until I like the look of that. And then the green will have to be done at a later time. So I'll show you how this looks at the end. Hi guys, this is a continuation. I'm going to be doing the leaves here, and I'm going to use this peeled paint from Tim Holtz Ranger Company, Distress Ink, okay? And I'm going to use the tiny tool again, and I'm just going to add it to the base of the leaves. So we're just going to add it in and around the base here, very gently, and then try to get it darker without putting any of the pink or putting any of the green in the pink. But I might end up doing it. It's okay, because leaves are, and poinsettias are not all one color. They have plenty of colors in them. Then I'm just going to brush it out. And again, I will be going over the ink with the Prismacolor pencils. And all the pencils I'm using, in case I haven't marked it down or told you, are all Prismacolors. Some of them are the Scholar colored pencils, and some of them are the Prisma Premier set, but they're all Prismacolors. Okay, and then we have a leaf over here. And basically that is what I'm going to do, and I'll color him just the same way I colored the pink. And I like this color for the leaves. I tried a couple of different colors on a scratch paper, and I wasn't really happy trying to do it with just the pencils, so I wanted a color that went with the pink, but wasn't so green, I guess. So what I ended up doing on the pink leaves was I did add a little of the black around here, along with some, what is it called? It's the gray, I have to find it here. Like a 90% warm gray, and it was 1058. And I went around in there to give it a shadowy effect. And I'll probably do that with this green too. Oh, my kitty is meowing. Okay, let me just finish up these green leaves. And I think I got 2 more down here. And I think I got them all inked up. Get it a little closer to the edge. Then I don't really have to go in too much with the white. And there we go. Okay. So there we've got the green ink down. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and color it, and this is olive green 911. And I'm just going to darken the edges down here and then go up the veins here. And I add in my own veins along with copying the ones that are here. And just darken it like I did the pink leaves where the shadows would be. I use the sharpest part of the pencil to draw in the extra little veins. Then I'll just darken the center area here. Hard pressure towards the center and then softer as you go out. And then each leaf will also get a little bit of the gray and the black like the flower did. So I'm going to sharpen the gray. To a nice point. I also add a little black, so I'll sharpen that one while I'm at it. The black I'm using is the Scholar Black. And then the flowers have got the raspberry in it, and I can add just a tiny bit. Because usually when you see a poinsettia, the green leaves have a bit of the red in them also. So I'm going to start with the gray. Let's get you down a little closer so I can get my head in the way. So we'll just outline this flower, one next to it, and then kind of darken it a little. And it's pretty dark, but I'm just going to add a tiny bit of black right in the center here. Kind of trace over the lines of the flower so you can get the petals underneath. Just a touch in there. And that is how I'm going to do the rest of the flowers. And I think I was going to put a little pink in that. So we'll just add a little red in there. Just on one side. Maybe this side a little bit too. to give it some hint of color. And then if you think it's a little too bright, you can always go over it with the green, and then it just hints. Like that. And now we have a leaf, so I'll be doing the rest of the leaves like that. I'll be getting it a little bit darker here. I just play around with the color until I like the effect. If you've watched my videos, you know how many layers I put in. And then I also take some out. And then if you can't see your lines anymore, you just go in and darken them up for the veins. Okay, and then, like I said, I always use my eraser, this little guy here, if I want to lighten up a spot. Say I didn't like that little vein or something, I could lighten it up by just rubbing it. Or if I wanted to put in a highlight, that's all I do. Okay, so what we'll do is I will pause the video here and finish up the rest of the leaves, and then I will come back and show you how I am going to do the sky up here. Okay, now I finished all the leaves, and that's what they look like. And I did them all the same as I did that one, with the little black and dark greens in here, and then the little veins. And what I'm going to do is the background up here. I'd like to bring it all the way down, but what I can do, usually just come in the sides, but since we have a border here, I have to block out the border. So I have, you know, painter's tape here. What I do is I take a strip off, and I use my pant leg, and I do it about maybe 6 times. I run it across, get fuzz on it, so it will not tear the paper. And then I will gently put it down just on the other side of the black, and just kind of tap it like that. And I will do that for the top and the other side also. So another strip, the pant leg. You know, it's not very exciting for you to listen to me do the tape thing, but I didn't have them prepared. Tap, tap, tap. And what basically I'm doing is just blocking it off so I can use the, I got nice hair here. Well, I told you I was putting fuzz on it. Okay. When I put the ink on, I can use the table and everything else to do the ink with, and then I can blend it in from the sides. Okay, it's not pressed down very hard. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Distress ink and tumbler glass, the bigger tool, and I'm going to go, let's see if you can see the top corner up here. Just tap it about 3 times, okay, and then I'm going to go on the tape itself very lightly, and I'm just going to bring the color in. And it'll take a few times to get enough color on here. It's a very light blue to match her cute outfit. And I just pull it on in. The top, the sides, and then kind of down into the picture a little bit. I'm going to go all the way down here. in this area also. Just so when you take the tape off, you will have a nice glowing blue background around here. And I just do that on all four sides. Okay, so we're just going to bring it in all the way across the top, over in this corner. I noticed I didn't get that too close to the edge here, so I'm going to lift that tape up a little and try to get it a bit closer here. This one too. It's just I want my corner to be covered here. So now this color is a very light blue, so that's why I have to keep going in the ink pad. And the fact that I put a new sponge on it. And down to that side. I'm going to kind of bring it in to give it kind of a cloudy, floaty look. I want these corners to be as dark as I can get them. But still light. And every time I do the inking, remember that I'm only using the ink pad in that kind of manner, rubbing it in like that. Even if it looks like I'm putting it down flat, I'm only putting it down but pushing on the one side. And that way I can get my ink where I want it. And that is looking good to me. Of course, I won't exactly know what it looks like until I take off the tape. Okay, this being a Christmas kind of background, I'm going to go ahead and use a stamp here along with the inking. And this is an Inkadinkadoo. I mean, that's a great name, isn't it? Inkadinkadoo. And it's the Snowflakes Aplenty. And I'm going to use this snowflake stamp along with maybe a few of these other ones. I'm not sure yet. But I've just put it on an acrylic block like this. And it's a see-through so you can see where you're stamping at. And I'm just going to run it in the same color ink, in the distress ink. I'm going to put it over here so I can get this down. And I do what we call off the page inking. So I want it in the corner, so half the stamp is not going to even be on the paper. And you kind of get this little snowflake in the background also. And I'm going to use it all the way down the page, just a little bit here and there. So you get this little snowflake effect. I'm going to turn it. I don't want them all to be the same snowflakes, so. I can get a couple there. And a couple down this side over here. And then maybe I have some other little stamps here, and I'll use this little intricate one here and a different acrylic block. Excuse me, I always like to see what it's going to look like before I stamp it down. Okay, so we'll put like one up here and one over here, and maybe one kind of tickling down there at the bottom, and one up on the top up here. Then we'll get another one out. Let's see. I love this big one. I can't exactly put it on the whole page, so again I have to check and make sure it's going to stand out okay. Sometimes with distress inks and these rubber stamps, I'm going to put it up here in the corner. It takes a while for the ink to get settled into the stamp itself. This is just a touch of the bigger snowflake here, just to add interest. If they're little dots, which is cool. Okay, so that is going to be our background for her. Thinking I need something dark up there in that corner. So I have this other snowflake here, and get that inked up as good as I can and stick it up there in that corner. And that gives it a little darker look here. Little dot there, and maybe a little spot of it over here. There. All right. Now it's the reveal time. As long as I am happy and don't need to put another little daub of ink here or here. Layers, layers, layers. That's all I do. Okay. Are you ready for this? We're going to take off the tape very gently, because I did rub on it. So I do have the risk of it now sticking down a little harder than I wanted it to. So just take your time and take it up. And see if you ripped just a tiny bit there. And then we'll take the one across the top. Very gently. Okay, started to rip. We'll just go from the other side. Well, this one's going to rip. It's okay. Just tear it off. There. And gently go this way. It's not going to bother me too much. And then this side. Okay. There we go. So that's the, excuse me, the effect you get with the background. I'll just use a black pen and fix that line up there. That's no big deal for me. And I'm really liking this so far. So I have the package left to do, the snow down at the bottom. I am going to put, like I said, stickles inside the flowers. And I think I'll either do these in a blue gel pen or a white one, not sure. So her hair is next, then the package and the ground. And what I'll do is I will put that in part 3. I will show you how I'm going to fix that on the top though. I have let's see, yeah, this will work. It's a Faber-Castell pen, and I just put it on the line and just fix that little piece like that. and that'll work for me. Okay, so sorry, it's going to be a part 3, but I have to stop the video now, and I will see you when I am doing her hair. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.